Well, Governor Pritzker issued a disaster declaration following the deadly tornadoes that ripped through the state. Federal and state officials are also taking a closer look at some of the sites devastated by the storms.
And our Dana Rebick is here now with the very latest. Dana?
Well, the governor today held a news conference. He thanked first responders and the community down in southern Illinois, helping donate to the families affected, also to the first responders who rescued these trapped workers. Amazon officials today also facing some very tough questions on safety protocols in the warehouse and if employees were given enough time to make it to safety.
This is a tragedy of enormous proportion. We have not seen something like this for quite a while in the state of Illinois, and unfortunately these kinds of storms are happening more and more often.
Amazon employees on shift when a tornado touched down in Edwardsville, Illinois, just after 8:30 Friday night.
This tornado, by the time the warnings came through, we were, in a matter of minutes. It moved very quickly, and it was catastrophic.
Today, Governor J.B. Pritzker went to survey the Amazon warehouse, over the weekend authorizing a disaster proclamation for Madison County. When the tornado hit, both sides of the building collapsed inward and the roof caved in, killing 6 employees and injuring another. Amazon officials today say they did notify workers as the storm was approaching.
So as the tornado warnings happened, the take shelter happened both in the north side of the building and the south side of the building, and everything we've seen, it was all procedures were followed correctly.
At the time, there were 46 Amazon employees inside the facility. Company officials say 39 of them made it to a designated take shelter room on the north side of the building.
So in our facility here, there is one on the north side. That is where the vast majority of our employees and partners went. A small handful, and we speculate, again, as John said, or is it was because of the work that they were doing at the time, they congregated on the southern side of the facility.
Amazon officials say there was not a take shelter room on the south side of the building. The 6 individuals killed and 1 injured were working in that area. Today, OSHA opened an investigation and will determine if workplace safety rules were followed.
We are ensuring that there is a full understanding of what happened to these individuals in their final moments. We can strive to prevent future tragedies and ensure that all Illinoisans make it home safe at the end of their shift.
Now, there were questions over the weekend of Amazon employees not being able to have phones on them at work. Today, the company said workers can, in fact, bring phones, but that there are rules about using them while on duty, so that many workers actually choose to keep those phones secured in bags or purses. But they stressed they did use megaphones, radios in the building to alert workers in the minutes before the tornado did hit. Now, Amazon has pledged to donate $1 million to the Edwardsville Community Foundation to help families affected by this tragedy. We also have a link to that foundation on our website.
Interesting how the phone policy, what role it may have played in all of this.
Right, if they could have had those alerts directly at the time.
Dana, thank you.
Dana, thanks.